Well, guys, let's get this out of the way. In a couple weeks, December 6th of this year, it will be Marvel Rivals 1 year anniversary. And let's just say this game holds up still perfect to this day. I mean, new characters almost every other month. We get awesome updates, cool events. I mean, the Halloween event is still going on in Marvel Rivals, the Marvel Zombies PvE experience. It's so fun. Just, you know, gotta do some upgrading. That's all you gotta do. But overall, this game is just outstanding. I have no other words but to say that this game kills it with everything. From the rank system to the, you know, earning XP for the battle passes to the way the characters come out and sound and how they act. I mean, just recently they just showed who was voicing Gambit and Rogue. It's the voice actors that did it for X-Men 97. And that's freaking awesome in my humble opinion. Like, how many people can say that they come back to this character and have fun doing it? And now in a video game to where you are legit just a badass character. I love this game. I was excited for it the day it was announced when they said, "Oh, it's a hero shooter," like Overwatch and all them, and everyone was clowning on it, saying, "Ah, it's gonna die out within a couple of months." I had high hopes for this game because it was just brand new. The Marvel heroes have never been in this type of system of like, hey, they're gonna be 6v6 and they're gonna just do their own thing. And it's like, okay, let's see how this goes. Every hero feels unique, in my opinion. No two characters are the same. Every character is going to have their buffs, they're going to have their nerfs. When Gambit got announced as a healer, a lot of people didn't like it. And honestly, I was actually excited for him to be a healer because I was like, Gambit can actually work as a healer. And for him to do what he does is just so amazing. You're going to get a lot of the gameplay of me playing as Gambit because this was like, I can't believe I got this recorded on a good day and it's just so fun to play Gambit. I can't wait to see how Rogue comes out. I don't know if she's going to be DPS or a tank because healer doesn't make sense because her abilities in the comics are more draining than anything. And everyone's going to be like, "Well, you can't go based off of the comics." Well, you kind of can. See, they kind of keep it lore accurate, but they switched it up because, it has to be that way. Like Gambit, for instance, his cards don't really do that much damage, but he does have that really good unique ability that he always has connected to him, and it does make him a bigger threat. Now, as a healer, it doesn't make sense. Same with Invisible Woman. She only turns things invisible and has the force push that she has, that the movies and some other stuff has explained that she does have, which makes her different. And that's why her as a healer doesn't make sense, but her healing orbs do help. I mean, for God's sakes, there's a land shark. I mean, we literally have Jeff the Land Shark as a healer. Boy pops bubbles on us. Can we expect anything different from our rivals? So it doesn't have to be lore accurate to anything, and I'm happy with that. Switch up the lore. Heck, if Spider-Man was a tank, I would take Spider-Man as a tank. Secondly, there is a Spider-Verse character as a tank, so it does work out. So kudos to the devs for making that happen. I mean, there's just so much to say about this game that's just so fun. I mean, the over extension of characters. I mean, we started out with 33, and if my math is correct, we've gained 43. We are in season 5. Right now, you're watching gameplay from season 5. I wish I had more footage from my old days of playing this game, literally like season 1, season 2. But I was just having so much fun with the game that it's just, you're just like, dang, time does fly with a year. And you see how many characters have been added, how many like I think season 0 healers were undeniably the most overpowered characters in the whole universe, so they got nerfed. We didn't get many healers. I think we had overall since season 0, we've only had three healers introduced. Invisible Woman, Ultron, and Gambit. A lot of nerfs and buffs to a lot of the heroes from that class, but it was to balance it out. I mean, we've had, let's see, three tanks introduced. Uh, Thing, uh, Emma, and who's the other one? Angel. I'm also gonna keep calling her Angel because that's the only thing I can think of was her name. Angela. I was close actually. Angel and Angela. Imagine that. But it's just that of like a lot of this game is DPS focused, and which makes sense because you want your attackers to have the most variety compared to tanks and healers. It's a little rough around the edges, but there's a very lot of variety. So you have your distant, you know, attackers, you have your jumpers, which are the ones that are up in your face and will literally beat the snot out of you if you're not careful. And then you got your regular, will hit from a distance and damage you up close. It's kind of like how Gambit plays. He does do a lot of the healing, but he can really de-heal you or, you know, take a lot of the attacks that you've given away from you, which does help in the long run of this game. Overall, this game is still a 9 out of 10 for me. I don't care for the whole, DPS, healer, tank diff of who's better. All the heroes, in my opinion, I love. I'm a Marvel guy. We all know this. My name is Spider Bean for a reason. Come on. I mean, this game just holds a very, very close thing to my heart because it's a game that I can just log on, do my challenges that I need to do, and just log off and not have any, you know, resounding of like, dang, I really suck at this game. No, I've improved since season 0. Do I play ranked a lot? No, because I really wish I had a 5 stack to play with, and I play ranked a lot. Would I like to solo queue? I would probably in the long run because I do want to get back in ranked in this experience because I feel like I can hold my own as a healer and as a DPS. A tank, I'm still figuring it out. Like I'm still trying to work as Emma and Captain America. But I think what I want to do is just want to get some like good friends that would actually want to play this. Like not every day, but on occasion and enjoy the time of, just playing this game. Even if we get the living snot beat out of us. This game does have a big, it's it's literally skill based, You have to know your characters otherwise to win. Like, yeah, there's one trick ones like Moon Knight, Luna, Scarlet Witch, you're gonna have the one tricks that can just do everything. Same with, healers. Invisible Woman, she's the same way. They're just one tricks that can literally do one thing and they're just good. But if the people can exploit that, you do have a tough time playing. But 1 year is crazy because I remember back in December of last year, they did their Christmas event around that time. And it was just so fun to be like, dang, what has come of this? What's gonna come of this game in the next like year or so? And to see like Gambit's in, we've had so many cool events. We get free cosmetics. I mean, just by doing like a simple like challenge of like a skill tree of something, and we get free skins for heroes. Literally, right now they're running a thing for the Iron Spider classic um, comic suit. You would have to pay money for that in Fortnite and in Call of Duty. Yeah, I'm throwing shade at other games because they don't really give us that experience of, cool free cosmetics through that type of stuff. Okay, Call of Duty does have like weapon skins, but that's for weapons. You don't get to see your character half the time anyways, unless you do the third person mode. This game is literally third person all the way through, and it makes sense because I love seeing my like the cosmetics I get when I play this game. After I get some more units for, you know, I believe on the 6th of December we're getting a free Jeff skin, and I think it's like 1,500 units. That's enough for a skin in the game. How many games actually do that for their yearly anniversaries or, for how long we've played the game and, just having fun on this? Not many games. This is the game that just loves the player base. Yeah, did they make some dumb decisions on characters? Yeah, but they still make up for it with cosmetics or events or, when we ask for simple changes to the game, it makes up for it. And that's what makes this game so much fun. To log in every day and see something different. Like, hey, if you log in for the next 7 days, you get a free token to buy a skin that you would spend like $20 on. How many games actually do that? That say, hey, here's a free cosmetic, have fun. Not many games. And Marvel Rivals really just is a different beast. Does it compete with Overwatch? Sure. But in all reality, I think this game excels what Overwatch couldn't do. We have PvE modes coming in, and I think it was like back in 2022 when Overwatch 2 was announced. They're like, "Oh, we got a big PvE campaign mode coming." Then they canceled it. So, how is it that this game that was literally just shot out of the blue and says, "Hey, here's a free game for you guys. Have fun." We'll add updates and cosmetics and everything that you want, and battle passes that are actually interesting to buy each and every time because we add different varieties of cosmetics, ranging from good skins to elite MVP skins to cool stickers. It's just that simple of an idea that these game devs have lost. And every time before a season even starts, they're literally saying, "Hey, here's what we got planned for the whole season." It's like, whoa, hold on. You guys are already planning the next season? Well, I haven't even, I'm almost barely halfway done with this. When you get all the challenges and everything, it's like, dang, I really have a full season of fun just to do stuff. And then at the end of the match, you get the highlight reels. You get to see what you did, or if you did terribly. It's like, dang, I could have done better here. And it does make you think, what could I have done here to make this battle a little bit shorter? Could I have healed this character a better way? I actually sit there and think of many different ways to play my characters. That's what I love about this game. It actually makes you think about the ways you can improve and just unranked, ranked, or just playing games by just enjoying it. That's what I like about this game is it actually makes you think about what you can do. And the variety of characters just goes on and on. I mean, you got the proficiency to where you can get, when you get kills, there's a little thing on the side to help you, enhance your, experience of like, hey, I got a kill. This looks sick as, playing Gambit or Iron Man or Daredevil. It's just, then you can sit in the lobby and just enjoy the, what they put into the style of the game. It's just that interesting. And not many games have this. They just repeat the cycles or they just, go with what works and just stick with it. Marvel Rivals took a big step. NetEase, my hat's off to you because I am willing to play this game for years to come if they keep going. I mean, the roster can grow. You could add many different villains. I mean, I have ideas for characters still. Tank wise, I want Kingpin. I want um Thanos. Give me um who's he? Juggernaut. You could add so many characters to this still. Villains, heroes, side characters that haven't even been introduced yet. I mean, Jeff the Landshark was not even known until this game came out. Nobody even knew who he was. They're like, who's Jeff the Landshark? And then everyone looked him up and they're like, this is the most cutest and adorablest creature ever created. And he became popular. It's just that simple. Everyone didn't even know that Galactus had a daughter until this game came out. And they're like, wait, Galactus has a daughter named Galacta. And this is like the most friendliest version of Galactus we'll ever get. But it's just insane that they can literally thrive off of the Marvel property for years to come. Cosmetic wise, story wise, the multiverse can expand off of this. I mean, they're already doing an update to where the mobile games and this game will connect in the multiverse in some form. I like that. I like when they do little stuff like this. I mean, they add cosmetics from the MCU just to give you. I love the Captain America skin I have that he literally is Nomad from Infinity War. I love that. I love Emma's skins that she gets because they're futuristic from 2099 because that gives me hope that hey, maybe later on down the line we might either get either a skin for Spider-Man that's the 2099 skin or we get Miguel Ojeda as a actual Spider character. Either he's a probably gonna be DPS because I don't think that boy could be a tank, even though he's built like a tank. It would still be cool. They can mix up so many different hero versions. And I like that a lot about this game. But I think overall negative, it's just the player base. Nothing really to the devs or to how they make this game and how they really thrive off of it. It's more or less the people. Everyone's got their egos. Goes for Call of Duty, Rocket League, Battlefield. Every game has people with egos. They play one good game and they think they're gods among men. So I'm not gonna hate this game much. I'm a Marvel nerd. It's amazing to see that. Heck, even Black Widow's getting love in this game. She literally just got a big buff this season alone that gives her a healing buff with Phoenix. The team up ability. Oh, I can go on about this team up ability. It's so fun to sit there and see, hey, a team up power just got activated. Emma and Psylocke have this ability where Emma gives Psylocke this cloning ability to where you can fool enemies. How many characters can say they have that? Gambit has a new team up ability with Magneto. It gives Magneto a badass sword and all this other stuff to make him a little bit more of a threat on the battlefield. It's just little things like that that make this game so much more enjoyable. Every season's different. Yeah, we might get tired of some of the team up abilities or we might get annoyed with some of the characters, but that's Marvel, baby. I get annoyed with some characters too. But I'm here for it. I can't wait to see who when they introduce Ant-Man or Shang-Chi, Wasp, Ghost. If they had Ghost, it would be a sick ability to see her just teleport across the map and beat the limit snot at me like how Psylocke and all of them do. You know? They just have so many opportunities to make this game so much more of what it is. And I'm here for it. I love this game to death. This game is still a 9 out of 10 for me. Heck, you know what? 10 out of 10. Over the years, over the past year of playing this game, I think I'm willing to continue another year. And I hope I keep going with it and, maybe get some cool gameplays and hopefully get a 5 stack to play some games with and get some cool videos out of it. But overall, this game's a 10 out of 10. And, if you have friends that are willing to play a 6v6 shooter and, get some team ups going and kick some butt in the battlefield or get your ass handed to you, this game's for you. This review will be the first for a game in a long time. I got an Arc Raiders coming up. I've recently got into Arc Raiders, and I'm excited for that. And next week will be the I don't know if I'll take a week off, but oh no. Actually no. Next week will be Arc Raiders because I'll get some gameplay this week. But the week after that will be the next movie review for Five Nights at Freddy's. Hopefully it's good. I liked the first one. It really did its job. So hopefully the second one did a little bit better. But if you guys like this video and hope for more Marvel Rivals content, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I'm always willing to do some more videos like this and, maybe get some fun gameplay and clips. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.